All right, folks, Yishai Fleisher. I'm in the desert right now, the Judean desert. Do you mind? I need this. I cannot have you eat my shirt. I love you. I love you. I'm in the Judean desert right now, and today we're going to be talking about the Torah portion of Noach. Parshat Noach, which is the story of Noah's Ark. The Jewish people read the Bible, the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, sequentially, which means that every week we read the next portion of the Bible. And this week we're reading the Torah portion of Noah, the story of the flood and the Ark, Noah's Ark, and the animals that Noah saved. Well, the Jewish people live with the Torah portion. We're reading the Torah portion this week and we want to be part of it. So we've come to an amazing animal farm called Schlommo's Animal Farm in a place called Sde Bar in Judea. I'm here with my brother Josh, who's a master videographer. And we're just going to have a little bit of fun looking at God's beautiful creatures and remembering the great story of Noah's Ark. Schlommo!
Yep.
Oh my gosh, thank you for coming. We needed a rescue from those camels over there. Schlommo, you are the purveyor, you're the boss, you're the creator of this farm here. Why did you...
God is the creator.
That's right, God is the creator. And why did you make this farm under God's creations?
Whew. Okay, it all started when I was 4 years old, when I found my first roach. And then I gave it to my mom and I said, look, mommy, a butterfly. Since then, it's all history. You should understand that this whole farm is because of my wife that for some reason did not want the animals in the house. So we built this place. Now when we first came here, like 15 years ago, so there was only a field with like a skeleton of a broken caravan. And that's how we started the place.
I love it, and we're gonna walk around and see a lot of cool animals.
Yeah, today we have over maybe 100 different species of animals from all over the world, of course, wildlife of Israel and all over the world.
This is exactly the kind of deer that was caught with its horns in the thicket. Look at that thicket catching horns, and that's exactly what Abraham sacrificed instead of, well, it was a ram, okay? But like that kind of thing, that kind of idea. So this is a deer, not a ram, but you get... I'm not sure what is that, a love thing or what, I'm not sure. The land of Israel is also known as a deer. And there's a bunny? Schlommo, my brother and I have this idea that we got to live with the Torah portion, and that Parshat Noach, the Torah portion of Noah, Noah's Ark, should be a day where you come to a place like this, where you connect to a place like
Totally.
this. There's a part of me that believes that actually Noah's Ark, the animals weren't exactly alive. They were more like DNA.
Yeah, I was also thinking of that.
Yeah, they were more like,
sense.
maybe he was animal husbandry, maybe he had test tubes, you know, maybe he, and even the Chassidut says that it was in the realm of idea.
It does say Noach matzah chen.
Right.
So I heard that matzah chen.
Wait, let me translate that. That Noah found favor in the eyes of God.
Yeah. Now people think that matzah chen means that God liked him, but on Hebrew also matzah chen is he found the chen in God. So it's a way of the way you look. So in some way.
Oh, he found God was favorable in his eyes, eh?
Yeah.
I understand.
He found.
Speaking of eyes, tell me about this
look
guy.
at that, as we are talking.
Yeah,
as we are talking. So you're talking about ideas, right? So you know that thing that someone holds an egg, then he says to himself, okay, I'm gonna have the egg hatch, I'm gonna sell the chicks, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna sell that. Then he gets to a big house or to a big field, and then the egg falls down. You know that one?
Okay.
Okay, so as we're talking, there's an egg right there. That's the idea, see?
What?
It looks like an avocado, right?
It looks like a little football.
Now, this is fresh, it just happened now, as we're talking. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get it out before they break it.
Shush.
Because this is an emu egg. An emu egg. Hey, be careful. Okay, see that? It looks like an avocado.
Wow.
It's dark green egg.
What's going to happen with this egg? Is this breakfast or is this an emu?
This is an emu. It's the second largest bird in the world. A big chick hatches from this. It takes 55 days, up to 60 days. 55 to 60 days for an egg like this to hatch.
What are you going to do with this now?
Now these are Australian birds, right? This is the second largest bird in the world.
Wow.
Now, we know that usually birds, hey, you want to take a bite of me? Ouch. Usually birds lay their eggs during springtime, right? Not on the winter. Now it's the beginning of the winter, so why are they laying an egg like in Chodesh Cheshvan almost. The reason is that they still go by the Australian clock. So now over there it's springtime. It's on the other part of the south part of Earth. Hey.
But what happens to this egg now?
So we're gonna incubate it. Because most of the chances are that it's gonna break out here. We're gonna incubate it, and we're gonna wait for 55
They don't
days.
do the incubation themselves?
The male is the one that sits on the eggs. The male is the
We're
one that
very
sits on the
open-minded here at Yishai Fleisher
my
TV
God, what do
and
you-
at Schlommo's farm. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
the problem is that it doesn't always work in captivity. And we don't have the right conditions here because this is a desert bird. Now, usually when you incubate birds' eggs, you have to have high humidity, like a lot of water and stuff. Now, because these are from the desert, we have to do the opposite. We have to dry the air inside of the incubator and then make it very, very hot. So we don't really have the right
Conditions.
conditions out here.
Wait, now before we go to the next thing, this thing to me is Noah's Ark. It's Noah's Ark. It's like a seed, an egg, an idea that's floating on top of the world. This is Noah's Ark to me. Inside here is life. Inside here is potential.
This is the potential of an emu. And all of these emus, except for two of them, so even the two, all of these emus were actually all hatched here.
Wow.
Yeah, both of the parents, this is one of them. This is the second one. Both of the parents, we got his eggs. We incubated the eggs, they hatched. Stop that. And these are all their children.
If you were able to hatch, what do you call, incubate and make these things live, that's amazing.
No, that's your egg.
Is this kosher, by the way? Is this a kosher bird?
That's an amazing question.
Because I'm a
okay.
little hungry, I haven't had breakfast.
It says in the Torah, b'feirush, that you're not allowed to eat a bat ya'ana. Now, we don't have emus in Israel, but a bat ya'ana and emu is the same family.
It's ostrich.
This is an ostrich. This is an Australian ostrich. And if the ostrich is not kosher, of course the egg is not kosher.
Oh, there you go.
But it's very big and it's a lot of protein, so too bad it's not kosher. But see, it's heavy. It's heavy.
It's heavy and it's got life potential in here. I could feel that energy. May Hashem bless you and keep you. And so this animal would have been 2 by 2, right? This is not the 7 by 7. If they came to Noah's Ark, the emu or ostrich would have been
2 by 2.
2 by 2.
Exactly.
You're fine. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. We'll let you take this little Noah's Ark, this little egg, to its place, and we'll keep going here with Schlommo and Shlomo's farms in Judea.
There you go.
I come from the land down under, right? He knows where to go. He knows who the real Noach is. Schlommo, is this also an Australian cockatoo?
Yeah. This is a crazy bird. We named him Ben Gurion.
Ben Gurion.
I know. They live for up to 60 years.
Wow.
You know how old he is? 59 and a half. No, I'm just kidding.
You look great.
Just kidding. 17.
I'm 17. Wow.
Hello. Hello.
He lives up to 60 years old?
Yeah.
Why did Noah send out birds? Why did he send out birds from the Ark? Were they the first Israeli drone? Is that what it is? The first drone, you know, Rachfan? And Rachfanim Rishonim. Right? He sent out a Rachfan to get the drone, to get the info.
Also, Balak used to use a Rachfan. Balak Ben Zippor.
Yeah, what about, where did he use a
Balak
drone?
Ben Zippor, it says his name was Balak Ben Zippor because he had like a special bird and he would send him out and see the whole world and he would know exactly what's happening. That's why he knew what's happening with the people of Israel.
Wow.
That they're coming.
I never heard that. I'm learning a lot. What kind of bird, do you think he had a bird like this? This is a talking bird. It said hello to us before.
Yeah,
we heard it said hello.
Hello. Hello.
Let's head out and see some reptiles.
Let's see some reptiles. This is a Burmese python. So it's the second or third largest snake in the world. They grow to be like 18 feet. No, 20 feet. Yeah, they can be like a 20-footer. Theoretically, you can eat him too. They're amazing, beautiful pythons. It's like the Nachasha Kadmoni.
Wow, it looks like a Nachasha Kadmoni.
Yeah, he's planning something. He wants to feed
it looks
me
like
something.
it looks like the kind of biblical snake. It looks like the
Yeah.
image that you see in
And
all of the ancient, the old pictures,
And
the old paintings.
one of the reasons I say it is because they have remains of legs. See? They have 2 nails here. 1, 2. These are the remains of their back legs. Now this one is a female. The males have larger nails. 2 big nails.
Oh, so
this is
the
like
Midrash says that the snake had legs,
Yeah.
and the legs were kind of taken off.
Exactly.
So that's what you were saying, that this is like the
because
primordial snake.
Exactly, because it belongs to the family of the constrictors. Now all the constrictor snakes, they all have remains of back legs. Not every snake has it. Not only that they have the remains of those back legs, but when they catch their prey, so they constrict it. Now if I go to the other side, the most non-primitive snake are venomous snakes, because they have like venomous teeth that can come out, and they can like inject the venom, mamash כמו מזרק, which is much. They don't even have to catch their prey. They can go like that, and that's it. And then the prey escapes, and then he dies. Then they, by their smell through their tongue, they can find their prey and swallow it.
Wow.
And even the venom starts to digest the prey from the inside, so they don't have to deal with him at all. And you have to struggle it, fight it with its own body. So he's much more primitive. Now, if you want to go...
He's got a bad rap a little bit in the Bible. It
Right.
seems like the Bible's like the snake. There's a fight between snake and mankind, or womankind.
Esav is the snake too, they say.
Esav is the snake.
Yetzirah is a snake.
The evil inclination, right, is like a snake. That's right. Okay,
Right.
so there's like a negative association with snake. I once had a roommate who had a snake. It radiated dark energy. I was like, I don't know. But you love these snakes.
I love snakes. By the way, I'll tell you more than that. Sometimes people tell me, why do you have snakes? It says, "Tov sheben nechashim rotzetz mocho." You have to kill them.
You have to kill
Yeah.
the best of the snakes.
So I tell them, that's the pshat.
That's the simple meaning.
The Zohar says that a snake is the Yetzirah. Okay, so who says this is
The snake is the evil inclination, and that's what it
So they
represents.
say, yeah, that's what it represents, but it's not that this is the Yetzirah. It represents the Yetzirah. Now, why the Zohar says the snake is the Yetzirah? Because he says שהוא מסית את האדם מדרך הישר. He takes
Right.
you're thinking of doing something. Oh, maybe I'm gonna check my phone for a second. You wanna? You have to stay focused on what you want to do. Someone calls you. Suddenly your wife needs you. So the snake, he keeps you unfocused from your... Right, it says, kaveh Hashem, chazak v'yemetz libecha v'kaveh Hashem. מה זה kaveh Hashem? Kaveh is one line, one kav.
Yearn for God, but means in a straight line.
Right, one kav, which means like when you take a bike ride and you have to look, wherever you look, that's where you're going to go. Sometimes you look at that, that's a sin. You go towards a sin. That's what the snake does to us.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Snake. You have certainly been very biblical for us.
So if we want to know pretty much what the snakes used to look like, so we have a lizard, right? A big lizard. But this big lizard has a forky tongue, just like a snake. This is where they like to smell or kiss. You want to kiss?
No.
There you go.
I got it. Thank you.
Okay,
Love
the camera
you.
wants one too. There you go. So that's how they smell. So they pretty much, their bodies got longer, their legs seeped into the body, and there was only one toe, one finger that was the most longest, which is the remain of the nail that you can see down here on each side when you look at the primitive snakes.
What's this guy's name?
This is a tego from South America. We have water monitors. Tegos and monitors are the same. They're very, very related. This one looks more like a snake because he has a very long body, very long tail, and of course they got a forky tongue. And of course they swallow their prey whole, just like snakes. Hello, shalom. Okay. So if you want to talk about some weird animals.
Okay, yeah, Schlommo, show me some of your weird animals, please, okay?
Okay, so
You love weird animals?
I'm crazy, but those are the best animals. I love weird animals.
But why did
Now,
God make the weird animals? What for? What's it for?
What's it for? First of all, maybe so we can ask those questions.
Okay.
Because the weird animals, what I like about exotic animals. The reason that
That's what I meant. I meant exotic. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I'm not a dog and cat person that likes to just poochie moochie, because those are like too much human for me. Like
Show us what you're talking about. What's a weird
for an
animal?
example, this is a false cobra. Okay, false cobra, which means it's not a real cobra, right?
Okay, false cobra.
He pretends. Oh, he wants to eat me. He's hungry. He pretends to be like. See that? He wants to eat me. He pretends to be like a cobra because when you here, look at that. Ah.
Did you just get bit?
Almost. See, he makes like he has like a hood on his neck, makes him look like a cobra. And see that? He wants to get me. So now he does have venom, but his venom is not dangerous for humans, and it's back teeth. It's not front teeth, which means it's a more primitive venomous snake. Okay? Because when they started to have the venom, so it started with like the back fangs. Now, I started to say, why exotic animals? Because like dogs and cats, I mean, what did the dog come from? It came from a wolf. Now, wolf is a wild animal, but we took those dogs and we made them like little chihuahuas and crazy little weird looking things. So we turned them into human. But when we look at exotic animals, so we have to bring ourselves into nature and not manipulating nature to turn to us. If I stand still in the forest and I do not move, so the nature starts to show up because I'm like not there. So it's like bringing yourself, like all the shtick of the world and all the craziness that we've been through all of history and the humans that are pretty much destroying the world. Suddenly we can bring ourselves back to Bereshit.
Back to Genesis.
Back to Genesis. This is where everything starts. And that's what I like about the exotic animals. Like they don't cheat you. They don't lie. They don't get offended. They don't even want you to pet them. But they're just there. And they're doing their thing. And they're so interesting. And it's like just to see the way God created the world. And every animal has a part of God in it.
Why does this guy remind me of Egypt? Okay, say
Plague of the Frogs?
Isn't he cute?
the what, Josh?
The Plague of the Frogs?
Plague of frogs. What
Plague of the
in
Frogs.
is this a thing that you were talking about? Is this the way it looks in nature? This guy?
Yes, this is the way it looks in nature. This is a bullfrog, an African bullfrog. Okay, so it makes sense that they were actually in Egypt.
Jeremiah was a
African.
bullfrog.
And now the thing, one of the Mephalshim say that they used to take a big stick. There was a big frog, and whenever the Egyptians would try to beat him, so more frogs would come out of him.
Right.
So maybe it was this one. You never
Wow.
know, right?
Why does it have this wild
You know what's
shape?
gonna happen if you kiss it?
What?
You wanna try?
No.
Here.
No. Mwah.
Yeah. See what happened?
It became a
What?
princess.
Nothing happened. Nothing. So this is like something that's very cool. By the way, these creatures are so big. It's considered to be the second largest frog in the world. They eat and they actually swallow anything that moves, including their own species. Okay, like it can go for bugs and insects like every frog, but it can also eat small, even big, mice, different rodents, reptiles, snakes, and even each other.
Why would Egypt? I've learned that every one of the plagues was Keneged, was like a god of Egypt. Every plague had a kind of god that it corresponded to, and it defeated him. So they had an Egyptian frog god as well, or there was a goddess, and she would send out frogs and stuff. Like, what am I supposed to learn from this thing?
The Egyptians, they came from Ham. They were Bnei Ham.
They were the children of Ham.
Yeah.
Ham, yeah.
It says in the Zohar that one of the reasons that his name was Ham was because it's like the Yetzer Hara that
The evil inclination.
Ham in Hebrew and English is heat. He heats up a person to do the Avera. So the frogs, which are cold, they were supposed to cool down the heat of the Yetzer Hara of the Egyptians.
This was supposed to cool down the evil inclination, the desirous inclination. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an amazing, beautiful. For this you have a bracha. And this you can say, Baruch shekacha lo be'olamo. Because this is a beautiful, colorful creature. Look at that color. Beautiful chameleon. Okay, so this is a bracha you can say, Baruch shekacha lo be'olamo. And there's a midrash about the chameleon in Tevat Noach. Okay?
The chameleon on Noah's Ark.
Yeah. So the midrash says that Noach didn't know what he eats.
He didn't know what this thing eats.
Yeah, he didn't know what he eats.
Okay.
So he tried to feed him an apple. So he cuts the apple, tries to give it to him, doesn't want to eat. Cuts maybe a smaller piece, and suddenly a worm falls out of the apple. Then the chameleon grabs the worm with its tongue. So that's how he knew what he eats.
Okay. This guy changes colors.
Changes colors.
360 eyesight.
Yeah, it's the only creature in the world that can look with one eye forward, the second eye back at the same time. Just like the teacher in class. That's exactly what's happening in the back. Amazing creature. This is it's called a panther chameleon. Their tongues are even longer than their own bodies.
Really?
Yeah.
How long is the tongue?
I don't know, but longer than this,
Wow.
including the tail.
Wow. Shlomo, what do we learn from Noah's Ark? The world is there's a storm right now in the world, right? There's a lot of darkness and danger out there in the world. What do we learn from Noah's Ark? What's your lesson from it?
I think it brings us back to the first question you were asking me before, because you were saying, okay, so what is it about you and all these weird exotic animals? So I think that, first of all, the second day of creation was the water. So God says, okay, all these creatures living on land are sinning. Let's bring the land back to Bereshit. We're going to cover everything back with water. And that's why I like these animals, because these animals bring me back to Bereshit, to the first creations. Primitive animals, animals that don't even like to be held, don't even like to be pet. They're not complicated. They don't hate you, they don't love you, they don't cheat you. Everything is very simple. If you want to see some more weird creatures, we have this guy over here.
Oh my God.
Okay, now, many times people, many times people don't even realize that this is alive. They're like, oh, what's in here, what's in here, what's in here? That's why I wrote this, look for the turtle. And if you want a clue, it's right underneath your eyes. Because this is an alligator snapping turtle. It looks like a log that's covered with water in the bottom of some lake. And it doesn't move for most of his life.
Wow.
He even has algae growing on his shell. That's how it's not moving.
He's got like creatures inside here.
Yeah, and then he has this big mouth open. And his tongue looks just like a worm. And he wiggles his tongue like a worm. And he's waiting patiently for a fish to grab the worm, which is actually his tongue. Then he snaps him. And so of course he's a predator.
What we have a verse for that, right? Tach picha ve'amaleu, right? Open your mouth and I will fill it, right? So I'm just gonna
Harchev picha
ve'amaleu, right? Widen your mouth and I will fill it. So
this is amazing what you just said, because this guy doesn't look for food, he doesn't search for food, he doesn't go out to work.
wow.
He just sits chilled, opening his mouth, and he's waiting for God to feed him. That's what he's doing. That's what you can learn from
That's a
him.
good lesson there. Okay.
Yeah. Open.
We open our hands. Well, he opens his hands, God, and he feeds every creature its needs, its will.
So what we can learn that all we have to do is just open our mouth, and it's going to come to us. We don't have to try too much. God is going to do it for us.
On the other hand, I could see here that you've really recreated the Garden of Eden with a lot of effort.
Yeah, it's true. But I never imagined that I will be able to do it. So I always say that God did it. I only pretended like I'm doing it. Because you have to do something. Second, first.
Yeah, I'm definitely scared.
Okay, these are.
These are stick creatures.
Yeah, these are stick bugs. Okay, now the stick bugs are amazing because it's just like we were talking about the turtle. He doesn't search for his food. He lives on his food. He lives on bushes, and he feeds from the leaves on the bushes which he lives on. And he himself looks like a branch. So he's well camouflaged. He doesn't have to go anywhere. They don't even need a male. They're all females. And every female lays her eggs, like 50 eggs. And each egg is going to hatch without a male. And a female is going to come out from each egg.
Okay, don't talk too much about that. They'll get bad ideas out here.
Yeah. I don't want my wife to hear that. But
oh wow!
they're all over the place here. They're all over the place, and
this was not part of the shoot. Oh!
So he's pretending it could be a real stick. He's not moving. Put him right here. Okay. No, they're not. There you go.
This is a very special moment in my life. I'm at a loss of words here.
Yeah, he's not moving. He's not even going. Look how pretending to be like a stick. See that? That's
He's
how
like,
much
I'm a
they
stick.
say. I'm a stick if you don't believe me here.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
This is a fat-tailed gecko. Now the geckos, as we know, once a predator grabs them by their tail, the tail falls down, continues to move, so the predator will think that it's him, then he escapes. Now the fat-tailed gecko, his tail looks like a head. Even has these two eyes. See these two eyes?
Wow.
Yeah. So it looks like a head. So then he has 50% that they're going to take the tail because they don't know if this is the head or this is the head. No, snake just escaped. See that? yeah. This is real. We're not.
Yeah.
We didn't put him there.
Oh my gosh. Does this feel like Noah's Ark, this room? It feels like a little bit like I'm inside of Noah's Ark right now. And one of these snakes just left of its thing, and it's, what is it, searching for food? What is it doing? Just hanging out? Is it just curious? What does it want?
Yeah, it's just curious. Probably searching for food. This is a reticulated python. These guys can grow like 30 feet.
What is it?
This is the longest snake in the world. They can grow to be like
30 feet.
30
so what, this is a
feet.
baby?
Yeah.
Or this is a bonsai?
This is a baby, and they can even swallow a human.
Wow. Well, let's make sure that it's in its little place then, I think. There are little kids around here. So I asked Schlommo about the ancient Egyptian culture, why they respected the beetle so much, why they saw the beetle, the dung beetle, as something beautiful. Why are there jewelry pieces that are shaped like a beetle? I never understood that until this moment right now. Let's see.
Don't you want to make like a ring out of it?
It is golden for sure, or some kind of bronze color, right?
Amazing, yeah.
It is a beautiful thing, and it's, I guess when
Metallic.
it's metallic, I guess when it's in the desert, it's like
It's gonna
a
fly in a second. It's gonna fly. No, it's not. Okay.
Schlommo. Your name Schlommo is the name Solomon, and we have a tradition that the original Solomon, King David's son, spoke to the animals.
That's right.
What's that about? Why would a king of Israel speak to the animals?
Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of deep secrets behind it. Every creature in the world has something that God is talking to us through that creature. Of course, we don't want to worship the creature.
Right.
But we do understand that God is speaking to us through every creature and creature. And there's a lot to learn from it. Oh, you want a bite? Cute.
Schlommo.
Okay, so he is a big...
That is a very beautiful and scary creature.
I love him.
That is there's something gorgeous about it and something very off-putting about it at the same time, right?
What can we learn from it?
You can learn how to control your temper. Like if you're afraid, you put him on your hand and you have to stay calm. That's the only way you're not going to get stunned.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm emotionally ready. I'm emotionally ready. Okay, buddy. Thank you for teaching me the power of meditation, calmness, and trust in Hashem, trust in God's creatures. This is a very beautiful creature, indeed.
One of the things I love doing is going at night into the Judean desert and look for scorpions with a UV flashlight.
Wow.
And they all glow. You can see them walking around in the summer
Wow.
nights, glowing like crazy.
Well, let me use this opportunity then to ask you. You've established this zoo. Obviously, you're this Pinat Chai. You're obviously very talented with animals. But my question to you today is, why here? Why on the edge of the Judean desert, next to the Herodian, in a place that's not like super popular? You could have done this in Tel Aviv. Probably would have been 10 times bigger. Why did you decide to do it in Judea?
Okay, so first of all, I have this is more than a business because if I would've
That's
done it-
obvious.
Because over here we don't really make money. We're losing money over here. If we would do this in Petah Tikva, it'd be much more successful. Now this is not a business. This is a passion. This is what I feel that I have to do. I mean, this area of Israel, in the desert, close to Jerusalem, now where all the people are, this is where I feel at home. I always felt like home in the desert. Throw me in the desert, I feel like I'm in home. Just attached to the area, attached to the land, attached to the dust. Love it. That's what I like. This is where I belong.
And people are coming here from all over the place.
And people, I never believed it, but people are coming here.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the last time so many people were in this area was probably when Horus was alive.
When Herod was alive, right. Well, you're bringing a lot of people here. You're bringing animals, but you know what's also amazing is that you're also helping the animals live. It's also, there's a, what do you call it? Breeding, what's the right word?
Yeah, we breed animals. We also protect, we save animals. We have injured the wildlife of Israel. We're taking care of outside, all the birds of prey that you've seen, the jackal, the porcupines.
Our enemies aren't so good at protecting the animals.
Our enemies?
Yeah. They're not good at that.
They ruin everything. We just recently, we had that
Whale shark.
Whale shark. I was so happy he came in. I
Whale
saw
shark
him
came to
going,
the Mediterranean, right?
I saw him going down south, and I'm like, I just hope it doesn't get to the Gaza Strip. Just hope. And of course, once he was there, they killed him. And
this beautiful protected species.
It's the only ship, by the way, that succeed going to the Gaza Strip.
Right, that's right.
Look what happened to him.
Right. Oh my gosh, the enemies of Israel, they don't have that same love for life. They don't value life. You could feel in here life. You could feel in here this kind of a breakout of energy. I'm telling you again, I feel like I'm inside Noah's Ark right now.
Well, you know what's funny about what you're saying? That people that know me when I was a kid and haven't seen me for decades came here, like, Schlommo, this is exactly like your room when you were a kid, just much bigger.
Amazing. We're in Schlommo's farm. Schlommo, how do people find out more? How do they come here?
Okay, you can always Google it. Schlommo animals. And in Hebrew, it's Hachayot Shel Schlommo. We have a website, Hachayot Shel Schlommo. Yeah, that's pretty much.
That's right. And the website is great, and the picture's great, and this video is great. And thank you very much to my brother Josh. But being here is unbelievable. You got to come here and feel it.
Come if you want to see more. All we saw, I don't know how you say it in English, but in Hebrew you say, you only saw the edge of the fork.
That's right.
It works in English.
Well, we say the tip of the iceberg, and it's really awesome to be here with you. And I also want to give a real recommendation: Parshat Noach, the Torah portion of Noach. Let's make that into a thing. You know, all the schools should come out to zoos on this Torah portion.
I agree. I agree.
Let's connect people to that Torah portion, and you're doing it. You're connecting them to Torah, and there's also a sense, by the way, of mysticism here. You're giving us a lot of Zohar, a lot of Torah that connects us to the secrets of these secret animals.
Yeah. One of the reasons are that I see God and I see Torah through every creature. I always saw it. Doesn't matter if you're talking to me about evolution, or any kind of science. I see the Torah in it all the time.
Well, Baruch Hashem, and thank you so much for hosting us here at Shlomo's Animal Farm in Judea. Come and visit for yourself. Happy Torah portion of Noach. It's good to meet somebody who's the energy of Noach and the energy of Schlommo at Shlomo's Farms. God bless you, and keep those beautiful animals going for the rest of us. Todah. It's been a beautiful day. Spent it with my brother Josh. We love these animals. They're so beautiful. They remind us of Noah's Ark. It feels like Noah's Ark. And you know what? Just like every animal has its place, the Jewish people have its place. The Ark, which is Jewish people in the diaspora, has landed back in the land of Israel, and we've spread out and rebuilt here, resettled the land of Israel. So we are home. The Ark is landed. At the same time, there's so much hate, there's so much storm around the world that we gather into the Ark to defend the Jewish people until such a time as the light of Jerusalem, the light of Israel, comes out to the world. In the meantime, have a great Torah portion of Parshat Noach, the Torah portion of Noah in the book of Genesis, and may you feel the light of that fertility, the light of that rebirth, the light that God defends us wherever we are is with you. God bless you wherever you are, and shalom. That's the good life. That is the good life. Judean life.